Hello. So today let's talk about ropes, bondage, shibari, kambaku, however you want to call your style. Let's talk about ropes. Many of you know that I am a fan of conscious kink, of playing with polarities and how that can be an amazing tool for growth. Just as so many things can be an amazing tool for growth, like meditation, mindfulness, even things like running, studying, or anything that's your path. I love to include conscious kink in my path of growth, as well as tantra and shamanism and all those things. But definitely as well conscious kink, and one of my favorite things in kink is playing with polarity. And to me, ropes are a beautiful tool to play with that polarity, to make it super explicit who's leading and who's following. And ropes, they are restricting movement, and one person tying up another person or persons can be a beautiful meditation in my book. Yeah, that's how I see ropes, connective ropes, bondage. It is kind of a meditation where one person deliberately surrenders their freedom, their ability to move to another person. And yeah, when you can't move, is doing things. It can be super healing, especially when we have trauma on anything. Having someone capable to tie in a safe way can give, in my experience, my nervous system an imprint of feeling safe, of actually not being able to move, where a panic mode could switch on, and then notice that I'm actually safe and cared for and loved is incredibly healing. And the other way as well, when I am tying up someone else, where I am guiding them, where I am taking away their freedom to move, it can be incredibly empowering to me as well to do that, not from a place of wanting to hurt them, but from a place of actually wanting to take them on a journey and taking away their freedom with a purpose so that they can experience something. And I am there as their guide when they go into that deep place of exploration. So it takes a lot. It's not just about skills of bondage. It's about skill of holding space and deepening that skill, as well as deepening the skill of surrender, because surrender is not just a thing we do. I think surrender is a skill as well, and there are always deeper layers of surrender possible. And besides all that, bondage can be an absolutely yummy experience, this feeling, the sensual feeling of a rope. I don't know if you've ever felt a rope against your skin, but when you have this natural, like this is hemp rope and hemp and jute, I'm not sure how to pronounce it correctly in English, but they have this natural, they smell, I love the smell, and they have this raw kind of feeling to them, which to me feels incredibly sensual, the roughness of the material. And then either the rough way of tying, because there is people who are like sadistic riggers, like a rigger is the person's tying. There are sadistic riggers who would like really let you feel the roughness of it, or the more sensual way where the roughness of the material is such a nice opposite of the softness of the tying. So there's a whole range of flavors of tying people up as well. And of course you can tie someone up on the floor or tie them to the ceiling where they hang around. It's called suspension. And bondage, you can do it with other things than rope as well. Then maybe it's not officially called bondage, but you can absolutely restrict people's movement with tie wraps, or I love that, or a shawl or a belt or whatever you got near. Just be sure that if you're going to play with this, have a pair of scissors near, just when someone panics and you need to like get them loose quickly. You just always have something near that you can untie them in a safe way. And if you're going to play with bondage, like, please learn skills, because there are some important things. Do not cut off blood circulation and that stuff. That's not very sexy. So be aware of that. And another thing I love to play with, and that's absolutely safe, is shamanic bondage, where I let people visualize a rope, and you kind of like pretend to have a rope, and that feels super real as well, and that can be super yummy, super beautiful, and you can absolutely play with that at home because you don't need anything, just your imagination, or come and experience it with me, because I love guiding people there. Yeah. So this is just a little bit, just a tiny little bit about bondage, because there is so much more to say, obviously. Yeah, and up till now I never brought it in my workshops, but I'm going to, and I feel so excited about that, by co-creating with an absolutely fabulous woman who is an expert in teaching people about ropes. So figure that out, find it if you're interested in that, and share with me your experiences. Like, what is bondage to you? Have you ever experienced it? Are you curious about it? Is it something you want to explore? Have you experienced the healing capacities of bondage, or do you have any other experience? Like, please share. I would love to hear your stories. For now, big kisses from the Netherlands. This is Ulrike Sophia from Exploring Deeper, and I hope to see you again. Mwah.